Yeah. It's the Mass Millionaire Mentor. And I'm just following up on the last video that I made. I had went into talking about relationships and whatnot. And securing your first million. And if you can get solid on relationships, which they became super easy to me early on, which I think helped me start to land my millions. Well, my million, I'm at like 1.2. I ain't got millions yet, which I just haven't built my mindset up enough to reach the millions, because I was talking about how there's a certain level of fear not going all in on the market or even real estate deals and stuff like that I could like really go in hard on, but I just choose not to. Say I could do some 0-day options on either SPY or Qs, and I can make 10% in one day on margin. You can think a mil, that's 2 mil on margin. 10% of that's 200,000 I could pull off in any given day, right? And but it's just super high risk, because that'll happen in like 10 minutes. I could pull that off, but at the same time, it can go in the other direction too. So in 10 minutes, I can lose 200,000. I can actually lose about 500,000. Even the whole mill shit, because 0-day options, they move fast. They move super fast. But say I usually play with like $10,000, and any given day I'll make $1,000. It's 10%. In like less than 10 minutes, I can make that $1,000 playing with the 0-day options. And sometimes I lose, but mostly times with my strategy, I win. I make the $1,000. My strategy so far is around 70%. It's like 72.5%, right? But some days, 3 out of 10 days, it's gonna be off, and that's cool with me. But it wouldn't be cool with me to be, say 3 days I lose 200,000. That'd be 600,000, and then maybe it's a streak, and I lose 6 days straight. That'd be all of my account. But on the flip side, I could be on the other side of my strategy, and I'm winning 7 days straight if I went my whole account. But that's just dumb. You blow up your account that way, and it's no need to do that when I got all these other streams of income coming in. I have my job, I have my real estate, I have I have the stock market, and I'm even gonna add on to that. I'm adding on to this with the social media. So there's no need to go all in, and your frequency is looking for you. It's fiending for you to go all in on one of these things, and it's gonna eat you up. It's gonna do something to get that, to trigger you into a high emotional state. And most likely, it's gonna be to the negative, because it's the easiest thing. It's just so simple to pull you into a negative vibe. Like I said, I lost like $180 a day, 170 or something like that, and it hasn't changed my attitude for the day. But some people, they lose $180 is gonna mess up their month, maybe, because they were depending on paying a bill or something like that with that $180. And if I were to lose 18,000 or something like that, scale it up, that's gonna mess up my month. My whole month is gonna be off, But $1,000 wouldn't even mess up my day, knowing that most days I'm gonna make 1,000. So 1,000 wouldn't even mess up my day. But 18,000, that's gonna mess up my day. That's gonna mess up my month if I were to do that. Anywho, let's go into the relationship component, and how I was saying that it's really simple for me to have a committed relationship, because I don't mind not being in a committed relationship. And like, I'm not necessarily for the street, but I'm not against the street, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm not in a committed relationship, I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna date multiple women. We're gonna enjoy each other, and all the fuckery that comes along with that, the inconsistencies that come along with that. It's a part of the game, so I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? I just know what to expect with that. So if I'm dating 3 different women, I call up one, she ain't available. I call up the next, she ain't available. I call up the next. Even she cannot be available, and I'd be cool with that. Most of the time, one of them's gonna be available. You know what I mean? And if your conversion ratio isn't that great, you need to add to your roster. You may need to have 5 women that you're dealing with. If at any given time you can only call up, 1 out of 5 and get a date, you need 5. I can always, back when I was single, I could call up. Most of the time, I wouldn't even get to the third woman before I got a date, some entertainment going on. You know what I mean? Then, but I have a lot of abundance around that. And if you want to have a committed relationship, you have to make sure that you have something that you're actually committed to. And I'll go into more detail on that later.